guys, welcome back to another video. We are on Vlogmas Day 17, guys. Christmas is right around the corner. And today I'm going to be making some nice honey butter yeast roll for you guys. This is a little time consuming, but well worth it. Let's jump into the video and I'm going to show you how I got it done. Alright guys, so my ingredients for this is I have 2 sticks of unsalted butter. I'm only going to be using about a stick and a half of it. Then I have my rapid rise yeast, and this is some half and half, some flour. I have 2 eggs, some granulated sugar, and my honey. Alrighty, right guys, so I have my half and half in my bowl, and inside of here I have my yeast and my sugar, and I do have a teaspoon of salt in here. Also guys, I'll make sure I put that in the description of the video. And I'm just going to get this mixed in. And just want to mix it until that sugar is dissolved a little, or completely dissolved. Then I'm going to come in and I'm going to add my egg to it. Alrighty, just want to get that egg mixed in. And once we have that mixed in, then I'm going to come in and add my flour to it. Alright, then I'm going to give this a mix. I'm going to start off mixing it with a spoon. But eventually I'm going to have to get in there with my hands and start mixing it. And really bringing that dough together. Alright, so now I just want to come in with my hand and just work this until it all comes together and form a nice ball. Now this is supposed to be a real sticky dough. So if you think that it's too sticky, then you are on the right track, because that's exactly how it's supposed to be. Alright, so after a while you can see that I have my ball formed here from mixing it. And what I'm going to do is just move it over to my work surface here. Make sure your surface is nice and clean. And I just got a little flour down. Alright, and I just want to flatten this out a little bit. I should be using my rolling pin, to be honest. And you're going to see why. Alright, so I'm adding my butter now. This is supposed to be 7 tablespoons of butter, which is basically a whole stick. A stick is 8 tablespoons. But I should have rolled my dough out a little bit further, so that when I flip it over, the butter would actually be in the middle of it and not all around the edges. Because when I start rolling it over like I'm doing now, you can see the butter is kind of coming out of the sides. So that really kind of made things a little messy. But I wanted to show you guys this so you don't make the same mistake that I made. So eventually what I did is I just added a little bit more flour to my surface and just kept working it, and eventually I got it to come together into a nice ball, and all of my butter was enclosed inside of the dough. And then I was able to start kneading this. Alright, so I'm going to add some more flour to this, and then I'm going to be back and show you once I have it all together. Alright guys, so after I finally got my butter wrapped all in my dough, I was able to start kneading it, and I didn't want to put you through 20 minutes of me kneading it, so I excluded all of that. But this is the end of my kneading process, and you can see I have a nice smooth dough right here. And guys, this is my absolute first time, second time working with yeast. The yeast kind of intimidated me. That's the only thing about cooking that really kind of intimidated me, is working with yeast. But after I got it inside of this bowl, I just added a little bit of vegetable oil to it. Alright, you just want to rub that oil all over it. And it needed just a little bit more, I felt. So I'm just adding just a little bit more to it. Just get it all coated over. Then I'm going to cover this with a towel. And I'm going to let this set and rise for an hour. And then I'll be back. Okay, so I had my dough proofing for 1 hour. And you can see that it has basically doubled in size. And that's exactly what I wanted it to do. So I'm going to come in and just give it a little poke right here. Put a little bit of flour on my surface. And then I want to just kind of flatten this out so that I can cut it out. And I need to get me some pastry cutter or something. You know, I need to go back and watch Chef Jeffrey's video with all of the kitchen tools, so I'll know exactly what all I need to have. Okay, so now that I have these cut in the scripts, I'm going to come and I'm going to cut them in just little sections like this. Alright, and once I have that done, then I'm just going to come pull them apart. And I'm just going to kind of roll them into balls. There's different techniques that you could use, but I'm just going to roll these into balls. I don't care if they're perfect or anything like that. Alright, so I'm just going to get all of these rolled up, and then I will be back to put them in the pan, and they're going to have to proof again for 40 minutes. Alright, I am back, and I have a little bit of my baking spray here, and I'm just going to spray my pan with it. And I'm going to just come in and put my dough balls down into this one by one, leaving a little space because they're going to proof again and they're going to spread. So I'm going to leave a little space between them. Alright, so after I got all of those in, I'm going to leave them just like this. Well, I'm going to cover it again with a towel and let it proof. It's going to take another 40 minutes. And then I will be back. I'm going to add an egg wash to the top, and it'll be ready to go in the oven. Okay, I am back here now, guys, and after another 45 minutes of proofing, this is what we have. You can see that they have risen once again. So now all I'm going to do is make me a little egg wash. Just use 1 egg and about a tablespoon of milk. And I'm going to just brush that over the top. That's going to give these a nice golden brown color. as they bake. Alright, so once I get all of that done, I'm going to get these in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes, 350, and I'm going to be back once they are out of the oven. Alright guys, here are my rolls out of the oven, nice and golden brown. They're not perfectly round or anything, but I'm not worried about that. I kind of like that nice rustic look of it. So what I'm going to do is I made me a little bit of honey butter with a half stick of unsalted butter. And you could use however many tablespoons of honey that you would like. I think I ended up using like 4. And I'm just going to brush that all over the top of this. And this is still nice and hot, so that butter is just going to melt and soak down into those rolls. And that is exactly what I wanted to do. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get the rest of that on. And then I am going to be back and give this a taste test for you guys. Alright guys. I know these are probably still pretty hot. I just had them resting for about 10 minutes or so. We're going to give this a try. I just want to come in here. I think I'm going to get this one. And we got all of that butter and honey just soaked into it. See that? That's hot, guys. Nice and soft, fluffy. Let's give this a taste. Oh yeah. That honey and that butter, that's so good. That's nice and moist. Not chewy, not dry. That's really good. You guys should definitely put this on your dinner table for Christmas. Alright guys. Alrighty guys. Now I know this wasn't the smoothest video, but like I said, this was only my second time working with yeast, and I wasn't planning on making a video like this for Vlogmas, but I just wanted to challenge myself to finally try yeast again. So all in all, I think it came out pretty good. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe if you are new, turn on the post notifications so you'll know when I make a new video, and follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And until next time, guys, peace.